Hi, welcome to Future Technos. Today we have something exciting to look at. Fujifilm has just released the brand new X-E5. This is the latest model in the X-E series, and it brings some interesting changes compared to the X-E4. The X-E5 is a compact, stylish, and premium mirrorless camera that keeps Fujifilm's classic design language but adds more refinement and functionality. It feels like a camera that blends old-school charm with modern usability, and it is aimed at photographers who want a lightweight yet powerful tool for everyday shooting. The first thing you notice when you pick it up is the build quality. Fujifilm has given this camera a solid, machined aluminum top plate, which makes it feel far more premium than its predecessor. There's no hint of cheap plastic here. Instead, the body has a reassuring weight. It's not heavy or bulky, but it feels sturdy in the hand. This kind of construction instantly gives confidence that the camera is durable and designed to last. Another highlight is the new 23mm pancake lens that comes with it. This is an f/2.8 lens, slim and compact, and it fits the X-E5 body perfectly. The combination makes for a very portable setup that doesn't feel oversized, and yet it's capable of producing high-quality images. We'll come back to the lens later, but it's worth noting right away how well it pairs with this camera. Looking at the front, the design is clean and minimal. There's a small grip section, giving a bit of handling support. On the face, you'll also see a small sensor window. At first glance, it may look like an optical viewfinder, but it's actually a sensitivity sensor that helps the camera evaluate the scene. There's also a front dial with tactile clicks, and a neat toggle wheel. This will allows you to crop or zoom when using manual lenses, which is very handy for adapting older glass. Fujifilm has always been thoughtful about manual lens users, and this small feature shows that attention to detail. Moving over to the side, you'll find the focus mode switch. It lets you quickly change between manual, continuous, and single autofocus modes. Just next to it, there's a flap that covers the camera's input ports. Behind it, you'll see a microphone input or remote port, a USB-C port that handles charging, data transfer, and headphones, and finally a micro HDMI output. It's practical and gives enough flexibility for both photographers and video users. The flap itself is plastic, which stands out a little compared to the otherwise premium feel of the body, but it's functional and gets the job done. On the top left side of the body, you'll find the diopter adjustment for the electronic viewfinder. This allows you to fine-tune the viewfinder's focus to match your eyesight, which is always useful. Now, turning to the back, you immediately see Fujifilm's minimal design approach. It's very clean, uncluttered, and simple to navigate. The LCD screen is fully articulating, meaning you can flip it out, rotate it, and even face it forward for self-recording. This is a useful addition for vloggers, or simply for anyone who wants flexibility when shooting at difficult angles. The screen feels solid and reliable, and the movement is smooth. The viewfinder is circular, giving a classic look, and next to it is something new, a dedicated film simulation dial. Fujifilm's film simulations are one of the company's biggest strengths, offering color science that mimics iconic film stocks. With this new dial, you can quickly select between different looks without digging through menus. On the top of the camera, there's even a small window that shows which simulation is currently selected. Fujifilm includes custom slots here as well, labeled FS1, FS2, and FS3. These let you store your own film simulation recipes, something users have requested for years. The rest of the back layout will feel familiar to Fujifilm fans. There's a playback button, a drive/delete button, the auto exposure lock and autofocus lock switch, another customizable dial, a joystick for moving focus points, and the usual menu, display, and quick menu buttons. Everything is neatly arranged, and nothing feels overcrowded. Looking at the top plate, the premium design really stands out. The X-E5 engraving is sharp, and the controls are well laid out. There's a clear shutter speed dial, which is a signature Fujifilm feature, and next to it an exposure compensation dial. The on-off switch surrounds the shutter button for quick access, and there's also a hidden function button that can be customized. This setup gives the user a very tactile and analog shooting experience, which is part of Fujifilm's charm. On the other side, the camera is minimal and clean, with no clutter. Back on the front, the lens release button sits in its usual place, giving access to the compact 23mm pancake lens. The battery compartment is on the bottom, and the X-E5 still uses Fujifilm's familiar NP-W126S battery. Alongside it, you'll insert the SD card. These are placed together under the same door, making it easy to swap them out quickly. One subtle but clever design detail is the hidden eye sensor near the viewfinder. It automatically switches between the LCD and the electronic viewfinder when you raise the camera to your eye. It's almost invisible until you catch it in the light, but it works reliably. Now let's talk about the 23mm f/2.8 pancake lens. It's small, sleek, and designed to complement the X-E5 body. It has a classic aperture ring with precise, clicky stops, and a small release button that locks the ring in the AA position. There's also a focus ring at the front, which feels smooth and responsive. Despite its tiny size, this lens is weather-resistant, which adds durability. The focal length is versatile, roughly equivalent to 35mm in full-frame terms, making it perfect for street photography, travel, and everyday shooting. Fujifilm has also added a nice touch to the package, the braided strap. It's a high-quality, stylish strap that feels premium and matches the camera's design. It's not something you always see included, but it shows Fujifilm's effort to deliver a complete experience. The X-E5 is not just about looks. It's about handling, customization, and being part of the Fujifilm ecosystem. It's compact yet powerful, stylish yet practical. The improvements over the X-E4 make it a more refined tool, and for those who love Fujifilm's approach to photography, this camera feels like a natural evolution.